All right, we have some great news to share with our News 5 family today. So many of you have been following along on News 5 reporter Olivia Fecteau's journey after her recent cancer diagnosis. She's been sharing her very personal story on Facebook with many updates. And we are now thrilled to share with you, doctors recently informed Olivia she is now in remission.
Keeping up with every step. It comes after weeks of chemotherapy and nearly a month in the hospital. Homa Bash shows her progress and the road ahead.
Another effect of high lake levels, flooding in Sandusky.
We're all used to seeing Olivia Fecteau like this.
Olivia Fecteau, News 5.
So seeing her like this is hard. In mid-September, Olivia thought she had COVID. 2 negative tests proved that wasn't it. A trip to urgent care for antibiotics didn't help either.
It just felt like something wasn't right. I felt more than just run down.
Then came the diagnosis.
Surreal. I mean, I think the most surreal thing about it was hearing you might have cancer.
The words, "you have cancer," take your breath away. They knock you down. But for Olivia, well, Olivia got right back up. Immediately, she and her husband, Brett, started making calls, making appointments, advocating for her health.
We went to the hospital the day I got diagnosed with cancer, and I was there for 3 weeks.
They found this mass in Olivia's chest, measuring bigger than a baseball. Doctors say it came and grew in a matter of weeks. The hospital meant daily blood work and labs, weekly chemotherapy, bone marrow biopsies to check the level of cancer in her blood. The treatment is tough.
And it is really long, one of the longest of any leukemias. It can run anywhere from 2 to 3 years.
Dr. Sudipto Mukherjee is one of Olivia's oncologists at the Cleveland Clinic, where he says they see maybe 4 or 5 cases of this specific cancer a year. It's called T-cell acute lymphoblastic lymphoma/leukemia.
When I use the word rare, the best estimate is you have less than 1 case per 100,000 people.
What makes it even more complicated and often a diagnostic puzzle is who gets it and how.
It can strike anyone, and there is no specific known cause that can lead to these cancers. So basically spontaneous, and it can affect any age groups.
There will be 6 to 8 months of intensive chemotherapy, then a couple years of less aggressive chemo, and of course, there's the hair loss. Luckily, News 5's very own Emily Hamilton has hairdressing skills that pleasantly surprised all of us.
She has made the process of losing hair so much easier just by cutting it off for me, and she did such a good job.
It's that kind of support from family, friends, the News 5 family, viewers, and strangers that make the days bearable. And Olivia's positive attitude and mindset through all of this, well, that's special all on its own.
It's incredible. It's not surprising. That's why I married her.
And most of all, Olivia says she's grateful to the family and friends who pushed her to get checked out when she didn't feel well. She hopes that message resonates with everyone.
Maybe the answer is to go to the doctor and find out if something might be wrong. Find out if there's some blood work that they could do or some tests that they could run just to make sure everything's okay, because I would never have expected that I had a blood cancer at 31 years old.
But with all that said, know this. The goal here is to cure Olivia's cancer. Yes, cure it.
So it's long, but you're hoping to cure it at the end when it's all said and done.
Absolutely.
It is so comforting because you don't hear the words cancer and cure in the same sentence all that often.
Cure is a big word, and I think when doctors use it, they don't use it lightly. It's very purposeful.
If you've ever met or spoken to Olivia, even for a minute, you know her heart and her strength. Now, you may have seen these bright green bracelets that we've all been wearing here at News 5. It says, "Live strong," because Olivia, you've got this, and we've all got you. Homa Bash, News 5.
Oh, just love seeing her smiling face. Anyone out there who knows her knows she is the sweetest, kindest person. And no doubt, we've been rocking these bracelets for some time.
Yeah, yeah, we have. It's so good to see her talking and hear from her. I've been following her on Facebook, and her updates have been amazing because she's been really candid about what her struggle and what she's been going through. She's so brave. We're so happy for you, Olivia, now that you're in remission, and we're going to continue to pray for you and Brett because I know this is such a challenge for you and your family.
No doubt. Shot her a text earlier. I was like, yo, you good? She's always so upbeat and positive.
Yes, she is. She certainly is.